What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Observant Lineman. And man, I thought this story was over with. I thought we were done talking about this guy. But no, of course, Antonio the Clown Brown is back at it again. So definitely didn't think I'd be making this video, but it appears that someone must do it because we have here Antonio Brown going after the XFL of all things, a league that hasn't even officially started its season yet. But let's get to the article here on CBS Sport or NBC Sports. I'm sorry. XFL fan account drags Antonio Brown amid Twitter feud with wide receiver. Antonio Brown has a lot of time on his hands. In fact, he has all the time in the world because he created a massive amounts of drama in Pittsburgh and Oakland before going to New England and being released amid sexual assault allegations that are still being investigated. Yeah, we all know the story behind that. Antonio Brown still being investigated for the alleged sexual assault that he's dealing with multiple women, but I think the main one is with a former trainer of his. But go look at my other videos. I talked about that in a few of my past videos. I did like 20 of them. So go check them out. Hit the like button, subscribe, and come back here and check out this new video. With Brown working out in Miami and spending a ton of time online, way too much for most people's liking, the four-time Pro Bowl or the four-time All-Pro receiver has been spouting off on Twitter. Recently, Brown has taken shots at the Raiders, Patriots, quarterback Derek Carr, and almost everyone not named Tom Brady. Brown's NFL future remains in doubt, although a number of contenders reportedly are interested in bringing him in once the investigation ends. But if Brown's NFL career is over, there is another option, the XFL. Vince McMahon is rebooting the league with the February 8th, 2020 start date. Brown, however, wants nothing to do with that. And who's surprised? Who's really surprised that he would want nothing to do with anything going on with the XFL? I personally believe that the XFL is going to be a league that struggles, but in order for them to make it through those first years of growing pains, I think they really have to position themselves as a feeder system for the NFL. So a pipeline of players that develop there, almost like a developmental league. And then from there, they can start to become self-sufficient and independent in their own right. But here on Twitter, Antonio Clown, and I hope you guys got your Antonio Clown costumes for Halloween. Here we have Antonio Clown saying on Twitter, "I'll buy the XFL, tell Vince McMahon his league will only last 3 weeks max." And that was actually in response to someone who asked Antonio Clown, "Will you play in the XFL this year?" So clearly he got triggered pretty quick when somebody said, "Hey, why don't you just play in the XFL instead of begging your way back into the NFL?" Because if you've been keeping up with this guy, he's very much been on a bit of a tear trying to get the Patriots to re-sign him. So not sure how that's going to work for him, but the article continues, triggered much? Well, an XFL fan account wasn't about to take that lying down. Twitter handle Real XFL Football fired back at Brown, dragging him with brutal honesty. Antonio Brown doesn't think we'll last 3 weeks. While he is an authority on such matters, he's just mad that we don't want him because he's a pain in the ass. XFL 2020. That got 30,000 likes compared to the, 1,100 likes that Antonio Brown got. So definitely something that I'm sure got under his skin hearing that. But let's go to Twitter and take a look. Let's see what else Twitter has to say about this. Here you have people saying, "Ha ha ha, triggered AB. That check is bouncing faster than the player's first game checks. Someone's hurt that the XFL came out publicly first and said they weren't even interested in someone." And this person says, You know, before I saw this tweet, I would have said that XFL 2020 doesn't stand a chance. But since it's AB saying it, and given his recent track record on the things he says coming through, I'm starting to think that the NFL might have some competition coming. And here we got, that's 1 week longer than you lasted. Now, you would think if you were Antonio Brown in this situation, in the position you're in your life, that you would just keep your mouth shut, keep your head down, keep training, get through this investigation that you're dealing with, get through your legal matters and this time that you have to yourself, and then move forward possibly next season and try and get yourself back on track, try and get back in the good graces of whatever team will take you, and, you know, try and continue your career and build whatever legacy you can at this point, because really, right now, he is doing nothing but burying his legacy deeper and deeper with every tweet he makes. You know, it's kind of pathetic, but at the same time, you know, it could be a lot deeper than we think. There could be a lot more going on inside his head that we don't understand and don't know. And there could be some issues that are affecting his behavior, of course. I've talked about this before on numerous occasions, but definitely feel like Antonio Brown was triggered instantly when someone asked if he would play in the XFL. Definitely did not like that, and he took offense to it and said he would buy the league. I mean, he's still fuming a little bit. So, you know, we'll keep an eye on it, see if it goes any further. But as for right now, you know, he's just putting himself back in the news in another light that just makes him look a little bit dumber each time he ends up in a headline. So hit the like button if you like this video. Subscribe to the Observant Lineman Uche Nwaneri. Hit the notification bell so you can get notified whenever I drop a new video. And check out my Patreon, patreon.com/Observant Lineman. Appreciate everybody for checking out my video. Have a good one. We will catch you on the next one. Peace.